welcome to a day in my life living alone in New York. Today I woke up and decided that I was going to plan out the perfect day and basically just spending the entire day doing all my favorite things. This is gonna be like a little solo date vlog, except I'm bringing you with me. So we're going on a little New York date together today. Let's make a quick breakfast. I just boiled some eggs right now. Also, look at how good my skin is glowing after I just did my skincare routine this morning. I just cut up 2 boiled eggs with some cottage cheese, avocado. I sprinkled some chili oil as well as cilantro. How are we feeling about this? I recently decided to put my little desk setup here in front of this window. Like, does it look cute to have the desk right in front of the window? Anyways, I served myself this huge glass of iced water. I force myself to drink this every morning for my daily water intake, and I just brought my breakfast here. I'm gonna eat this while I get some work done here on my computer. Getting ready. It is officially summer in New York, which means I need to be outside. So I decided that I wanted to take myself out on a little date and kind of just have the perfect date in New York, doing all my favorite things. When I originally moved here, it was not that motivating to go out and do things because of how freezing cold it was, but now that the weather has been getting warmer, I love just going on really long walks. I'll literally just go and sit at a park for hours, and I think the thing I was the most excited about was finally getting to wear tiny skirts and dresses. When I was journaling this morning, I was writing down what a perfect day it looks like for me, which is kind of what inspired me to make this video. I realized I'm a pretty simple girl. Recently, I've just been spending my days going and checking out cute cafes, museums. I love having picnics, or on the weekend, I love checking out new thrift stores and flea markets, which a lot of the time I'll just go and do by myself. I've been trying to kind of get back into more hobbies, so sometimes I'll go and just try doing some random activities. I've been wanting to try a pottery class out here. In the summer, I love baking. I've been loving running. I also want to start biking again, which is something I'm gonna go do today. I decided not to wear any makeup today, just some sunscreen and lip gloss. And here is what I'm wearing today. Okay, I just came to spend my morning at this cafe. It is the Lafayette Cafe in Soho, and they have this bakery with the cutest pastries. I was really wanting to try their pistachio croissants. I have been dying to try this pistachio croissant. The inside's actually filled with this cream. Let's take a bite. Look at the inside. So next up, I wanted to take myself on a picnic, but I'm gonna need to pick up some snacks first. There's actually this grocery shop here in Soho called Happier Groceries, which is known to be the Erewhon dupe of New York, which I'm excited for because I miss Erewhon ever since I left LA. I'm curious to see if it'll actually be just as good. So this is definitely the type of grocery store that I could spend hours in. They just have such an interesting selection of groceries. I was literally intrigued by everything in here. But of course, just like Erewhon, everything is so overpriced and expensive in here. I did pick up some new things I wanted to try out. Then I headed to their hot bar where I just got myself some lunch. This has to be my new favorite hobby, just coming to a park, sitting by a tree, reading my book and journal. I'm like just fully sitting on the grass right now. I feel like it's so rare nowadays that I get to touch some grass and reconnect with nature when I'm living in such a chaotic city. So when I finally get the opportunity to do it, I end up just sitting here for hours and hours, especially because the parks here in New York are so pretty. I love people watching. This has to be my favorite solo activity ever. Just so peaceful. So this is the book I brought with me. It's Cleopatra and Frankenstein. At this point, you guys have watched me rotate between like 4 books in the last month, but this is the one I'm finally actually sitting down and reading. I also stopped by the store and brought some snacks with me. Okay, we're gonna be taste testing the stuff I just bought. So for lunch, I'm having this salmon bowl, which I can't believe was like $27. I got to pick 2 sides, so it has salmon, potato, and noodles. Then for dessert, this matcha mousse seemed interesting. I think it's a matcha white chocolate mousse. Look how yummy that looks. They had so many different drink options I had never seen before. This is their hibiscus apple fizz. Every day is getting to go through all the photos I took throughout the day. I actually have a problem. Like, I take way too many photos. Recently, my phone is just constantly running out of space. So every night I do try to go through my photos, delete all the ones I don't like, and have a little editing session with the ones I want to post. Whenever I'm not feeling too confident in a photo, I like to open the Face app. This app has helped me feel so much more confident with my photos. And I'm definitely not someone that likes to heavily edit my photos, but I am a perfectionist, so it does bother me if there's just random stuff in the background. I usually will go and just make some simple natural edits. Let me just show you a little example of how I like to edit my photos. So I had taken this photo today. It's super cute, me and my girl Hello Kitty. And just looking at this photo, there's already a couple things bothering me. Like, first of all, what is going on with my hair? One of my favorite features on this app is their remover tool. Basically, you could just zoom in. You could just go in and scribble out whatever you want to remove from the photo. And as you can see, no more crazy hair. And you can also see in the background, there's this random man walking that I'm gonna go and remove as well. This is what I mean by I tend to be a bit of a perfectionist. There's been times in photos where I had wished that my makeup was a little bit more touched up, and this app can actually do that for you. I like to click on impression, and they just have a bunch of these filters that will touch up your makeup in the most subtle way that you can't even tell. This is my photo right now, before and after. You wouldn't have even been able to tell the difference. I'm telling you, this is the best app to make like the tiniest edits. I wanted to thank Face app for being the sponsor of today's video. They're the reason my Instagram feed looks so good. So make sure to go follow my Instagram to check out my photos, and also make sure to go check out Face app. I'll have a link in my description to go download their app. So I got back to my apartment and quickly came down to the gym to get a workout in. Since I didn't really have much time this morning, I just got changed. And one thing I love about working out from home is that I usually get the gym to myself. There's like rarely anyone in here. I think today I'm mostly gonna focus on doing cardio and abs and a little bit of glutes. To really have the perfect day, I think my day needs to at some point consist of some sort of baking. So I'm gonna set the vibes in my kitchen right now, do a little bit of cleaning. I just lit one of my favorite candles, and I'm just gonna prep my kitchen right now before I hop in the shower. There's a bunch of stuff I've been wanting to bake. I'm debating if I should do something that doesn't require as much effort. My options are: 1, banana bread, because I have a bunch of bananas that are just going bad, or I could bake a cake, which sounds fun but also sounds like it's gonna take a lot of time, energy, and effort. So I might save this for later. Then option number 3 would be cookies, which is pretty tempting because I'm a cookie addict. I consume cookies on a daily. I did just bring out a bunch of the ingredients I'm most likely gonna use. Whenever I bake, I like to make sure that my eggs are room temperature and my butter as well. I actually ended up deciding that I was craving ice cream, but I didn't have any in my fridge, and I didn't want to eat unhealthy ice cream, so I decided to make my own. And you're not gonna believe it, this is literally made up of less than 5 ingredients, and it probably also sounds really weird that I used cottage cheese as the main ingredient, but you have to trust me on this. You can't even taste the cottage cheese. So I basically blended up a banana with the cottage cheese, maple syrup, and some vanilla extract. I poured it into this bowl and put this into the freezer for a couple hours. So while that was in the freezer, I went and did my nightly shower / skincare routine. So I ended up trying this new recipe that I kind of had saved for a while. This is basically some high protein banana nut butter ice cream, which has approximately around 40 grams of protein. I did leave this in the freezer for a few hours, and it's honestly looking like the perfect consistency. I'm just gonna do a couple scoops. That looks delicious. Wait, that's so good. Wait, this is kind of crazy because it's literally made up of a couple ingredients and you would have never guessed that this is made up of cottage cheese. Like, this literally just tastes like banana pudding. This is actually like the perfect healthy snack that I'm gonna start making forever. So this is how I'm ending the night tonight. I have my ice cream here, I brought a face mask, and then my iPad to scroll on Pinterest and maybe watch the movies. I was gonna set up my projector, but I already know I'm gonna fall asleep super quickly. Okay, wait, I think you're supposed to peel this. Oh, there you go. Feels so fresh. Wait, I wanted to talk about my favorite things to watch on YouTube right now. One is travel vlogs. Like, I will literally just look up travel vlogs and just live vicariously through these YouTubers. I'm also obsessed with food vlogs. Like, I love just finding new recipe ideas. Anyways, I miss Japan, so I'm just gonna watch this random Japan vlog with my banana ice cream, of course. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you made it to the end, this is your sign to go take yourself out on a solo date or just dedicate some time at some point in the day to doing some of your favorite things.